Om Hari Om Namaskar. If you ask a child what a computer or mobile phone is, she will show you the screen. On the screen, she has seen animals, birds, etc. A child cannot understand the technology behind the SIM card, the memory, the RAM, hard disk, etc., or the hundreds of engineers working day and night behind the scenes. Most of us are unaware of the technology behind the yajna. What is an yajna? We do not know. If we are asked what an yajna is, we generally say some bearded monks or priests sit in front of the fire. They pour oblations into fire, repeating some mantras like Swaha. Why? Because movies and videos show that. So it's like knowing the screen. We know only the screen and not the huge technology that is lying behind. Yajna or Yaga is a science. In fact, the whole of Hindu Dharma is neither a religion nor a way of life. It is a science. The adherents of Sanatana Dharma, Vaidika Dharma, Vedanta Dharma, or Hindu Dharma are just students of science. Hindu Dharma is not a religion or a way of life, it's a science. It has a history of thousands and thousands of years, at least 50,000 years. Yajnas were performed at least since the last 45 to 50,000 years. The social media is getting filled with the comments, criticisms, etc., especially of the Brahmins, because people do not know, do not understand the science of yajna. The first point is Chandasvit. Chandasvit used to be the first person to be invited when there was a plan to perform a yajna. Who was a Chandasvit? The Chandasvit was like an architect or an engineer. He knew how to construct the Yajna Vedi scientifically, but he did not construct the Yajna Vedi. He used to give instructions. He was an expert in the science of Shulba. Shulba Vigyani, he was called. He was an engineer of geometrical sciences. Shulba is three-dimensional geometry. It includes spherical geometry, plane geometry, topology, spatial geometry, etc. It may interest you to know that even NASA uses geometry today to explore space. It needs spatial geometry. So, geometry was very important. It is not that geometry began with Euclid. It was there tens of thousands of years ago in India by the name Shulba Vigyana. Further, this Chandasvit also should be a Parimanagya. What is Parimanagya? Structural engineer. Because these Chandasvits used measuring tape always, they were also called Rajjukas. Rajju means rope, or Sutradharas, rope holders. These were the names given to them. Geometry was highly advanced in those days. They calculated the square root of 2, which was very important for them. They had to consider not just the earth geometry but also spatial magnitudes. We must remember this. These adepts would not construct the altar but would inform how to construct the parallelograms, isosceles trapeziums, squares, etc., which were needed for the yajna. Squaring a circle, making a rectangle out of a square, making a rectangle inside a square, and then in that a circle. These were all numerous sciences of spatial geometry which these people knew. So these masters used special measurement techniques, of which some terms were Purusha, not human being. Purusha was a measurement. Vyayama was another measurement. Angula was yet another measurement. So these were all subtle measurement like our inch, square foot, etc. For instance, the Mahavedi should be 1944 square Purushas. So all these was highly technical. Not an inch of difference should be there. Everything had to be done perfectly. CERN. CERN experiments go on. Why do they do that? Does it benefit humanity in any way? Does anybody ask that question? Thousands of scientists assemble there in CERN, CERN, and go on conducting experiments. Can they do things there at random? Can they fix something without any measurement? Everything has to be done as per restrictions and rules and regulations. Similar was the yajna. Everything was perfect. What remains now is only the screen. Behind there was a huge technology. So the science of yajna, the second part, Shena. After Chandasvit, the structural engineer, gave the plan, there used to be numerous persons to construct the Vedi exactly according to the needs. What was the design made? It was made in the form of a bird, falcon, called Shena in Sanskrit. Shena Pakshi. This Shena Pakshi or falcon was used with a purpose. Now, in the Nirukta, Yaska says that Shena Adityo Bhavati. Shena means the sun and Shyayate iti Gati Karmanaha. The term Shya in Shena implies movement or motion. So, when they were symbolically using this figure of a Shena Pakshi or the falcon, they had other intention. So, remember the sun, the planets, etc. The sun is burning fuel. He is burning constantly. Is there any connection between the earth and the sun physically? Are there wires? Nothing. Yet, thousands and thousands of kilometers away, the sun burns, and on this earth there is light, food, everything you can think of because of the sun. So, this way, something is there which is subtler than we can imagine or understand. When the altar was built, they used the 5 brick layer. That means 5 bricks symbolizing the 5 fundamental elements which make this universe. So in the center of this Shena design, the bird design, the fire altar would be made and the yajna would be performed with proper mantras according to instructions, according to the perfect science of Shrauta Sutras. Third, the point of science. Now you may ask, suppose they make a design of a falcon on the earth and perform a yajna, in what way is it scientific? In what way does that help? To answer this, we must give you a relative example. You have the mobile phone. In the past, suppose you had written on glass, there is a photo in your house and you wrote on the glass, people would say, are you mad? Why are you writing on glass? It is only a covering. Now, you write on the covering glass and it goes directly there inside. Not just that, somewhere somebody is sitting somewhere in India or America and he is reading what you are writing. Not only that, you just make a design and that design opens your mobile phone. So many things are happening now. No wires are connecting you and the person in the United States, yet within a moment you are able to send messages. We have not yet started writing on wood or metal or earth to send them as messages. We have not yet done. Maybe someday we will do that. And that is what the scientists of the very ancient times called rishis. They were scientific people. So they did all that. So if they did some design of the Shena bird and performed the sacrifice, that was very meaningful. It had a deep significance. And what was that significance? There are newer and newer forms of energy coming one after another. We used firewood for a long time, then charcoal, then came petrol, then gasoline, diesel, solar energy, wind energy, etc. one after another. The ancient sages had much more advanced forms of communication and energy. Since how long are we using the internet? Very recently. The Internet of Things hasn't come yet. What is the Internet of Things? Internet of Things connect everything with everything else. All dead matter becomes alive, so to say. Your refrigerator starts speaking, your wall starts speaking. Speaking in the sense, everything is interconnected. So now we can understand the significance of this interconnectedness of this universe and the world. So when something is done somewhere, it affects the whole world. This is the science of yajna. Further, the very design of falcon has a very deep significance. Falcon, as we said, is the symbol of the sun. The sun is burning somewhere and it is giving food, light, energy, everything to the earth. Now, compare this with a person, human being, the individual. There is a person who has fasted for 4 days. He is very weak. His senses are weak. His thinking is confused because of lack of food and energy. Now put some food into his stomach. The stomach is the center of the body. Just put some food there. The fire inside the stomach will burn the food, create energy, circulate the energy to the entire physical body and also the subtle body. Both will become energized. His thinking will become clear. He will become strong. Everything just because some food got burnt in the center part of the body. This is about the individual. At the cosmic level also, Agni is not just fire. Agni means energy. Agni is the Nabhi of the universe, the center of the universe. So from there energy is produced. Different forms of communication are produced. There is not just the offering, there is also the verbal intonations. So Yajna was a great science. Before condemning it as Brahminical, etc., before insulting Brahmins for no reason, it is better to study the science completely. On social media, everyone has become an expert on Hindu Dharma. Anybody can comment, and there are fence sitters who jump easily to the other side. How many of you have even heard of the book Maitrayaniya Shulba, Shulba Sutra, Panchavimsha Brahmana, Manava Shrauta Sutras, etc.? Nobody has opened such books also. The Westerners did, Europeans did, but Indians did not do that. But because of their ignorance, they want to condemn everything. A man from 1900 will laugh at you if you say today that you will send a message to the United States from India in a minute. His knowledge is only limited to the sea mail or surface mail. It takes 1 month to reach. So also, we should not condemn something about which we have absolutely no idea. Yajnas and yagas were completely scientific processes which was done for not just the good of the family but for the good of humanity. So let us study, let us understand, let us enrich ourselves and let us enrich our Sanatana Dharma day after day. Thank you very much. Namaskars.